Sports. It's in the game.
Wow, that's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Miami set to take over.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here's a give to Spears. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Now Allen. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On 2nd down, Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, a run by Achane. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Past the 20.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
Big strides, look at him go.
And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Here's Allen. Touchdown, Bills!
Dalton Kincaid
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 2nd and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. 2nd and 2. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw. On the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. Nick Westbrook-Akine, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Cowboys. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. To throw, it's Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And again, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Allen now looks to throw. That's complete to Palmer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. First down. Here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from the 20. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. 73 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Shakir hauls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. And they'll try the option on first and goal. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Allen now on first down. Has his man, it's Shakir.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. On play action, Allen. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. Now Allen again. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. after the touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Back to throw. Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. No gain on the screen there at second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Allen looks to throw on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 22 yards there. A first down. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds. Says the side judge incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Dolphins. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Allen off the bootleg. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. From the gun, it's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll run again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Able to find Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Buffalo,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
and they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.